Hey guys, it's me Nabil. Long time no see, I know. It's just been crazy lately. I was working on videos. It's the month of Ramadan as well, so I have a lot less time to be able to do videos, and there's a lot of things going on. I was working on the history of the King of Fighters, which was released. Was working on the story of Rugal, which was released. So anyway. But I had to do a video today because there's so many things to talk about in the world of SNK. So in this video, we're going to talk about the latest news from the world of SNK, as you guessed. Now, before I do that, a gentle reminder, as always, to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you are notified whenever I drop a new video. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is, of course, Rugal. Rugal Bernstein is back, or specifically, Omega Rugal was released today on all the versions of the King of Fighters 15. Not only is the character was given to us for free, thank you SNK, but we also had the boss challenge mode, which is a new mode and a mission where you actually can go and try to beat a crazy souped up version of Omega Rugal. Now, so I'll be doing a stream. I was planning to do that today. Again, couldn't do it because I'm crazy busy, so I'll do that tomorrow. So far my impressions is that the playable version of Rugal is really good. Damage is a little bit low, but it's really fun to play. You really can do some crazy combos. Damage, as I said, is not too bad, but it's still a lot of fun. Now, boss challenge mode is surprisingly not as hard as I expected. I was able to beat it in my second attempt. So I will try to do that tomorrow again on stream. It'll be a lot of fun. Now, this is what the King of Fighters 15 game director had to say about Omega Rugal. Omega Rugal is a medium to long range character who fights with his long reach in normals and two types of projectiles. His far strong punch, far strong kick, and jumping strong kicks have long reach and are easy to use. We believe that the basic strategy is to alternate between these techniques while throwing projectiles and using the genocide cutter to counter air when the opponent jumps. Instead of the God Press of yesteryear, King of Fighters 15 implements Banishing Rush, an exclusive move only usable for bosses in the past. Violent Ray, a new special move, and Desperate Ray, a new super special move. The light version of Vanishing Rush connects from a light attack and can be used for combos, while the heavy version is slower, but it's plus on block, so it can be used to continue pressure. The EX version connects from a strong attack and can also be followed up with another attack. Violent Ray is a projectile that flies high, so it can be used as a deterrent against an opponent's jump. Desperate Ray emits a devastating beam from Rugal's eyes. It can reach the edge of the screen quickly, so it can be used as a follow-up attack when the opponent's away from Rugal or when Violent Ray EX hits its target. The Omega Rugal is the boss challenge mode. In the boss challenge mode has the different capabilities than the playable version and is equipped with a boss specific super special move, so be sure to take a crack at beating him. There's no story, of course, for Rugal, so we don't know if he's canon. There was a little bit about calling this a dream match, so I don't know if he's supposed to be back. My understanding is that he's alive now, but that is still not clear. With the release of Rugal, there's also a new patch that SNK released today, and this is patch number 1.20, and this is the changes that are included in the patch, as you can see. So the fair play score has been reset for everyone. There was some issues with people getting a terrible fair score when they didn't do anything wrong. So Omega Rugal was added, the new boss challenge mode, and resolve various issues with the sound, UI, etc. So some of the changes, the climax super specials for all characters now stops time. The timer now stops during the climax super special move attack animation, which is cool. Resolved an issue where performing an emergency evasion during a jump at a specific time would negate landing frames. And then there's some changes for some characters. The most notable one is that we have some changes: Shune, Dolores. These are some unintended behaviors that was actually happening that was fixed. But there's one thing here is Athena Asamiya, her Phoenix Arrow. As players could, in certain circumstances, continuously combo from Phoenix Arrow multiple times, we altered the attack so that it can no longer hit continuously. Now there was an infinite that was discovered last week and using Athena and using her Phoenix Arrow, and now that has been removed from the game. So kudos to SNK to resolve that pretty quickly. It wasn't difficult. It wasn't that easy to do. It was a certain circumstances, but again, it was an infinite that they removed, which is really cool. The rest are just basically minor changes and resolving issues, which is great. So as you know, we're gonna have apparently a massive update, balanced update next month with the release of the Southtown team of Giz, Yamazaki, and Billy Console. Really looking forward to that. But enough about Rugal, right? Let's talk about something else. Something kind of interesting that happened today. Now, SNK is currently and has been actively recruiting new employees and developers for the games. And today, this Gato Rain actually was able to spot this thing where they have this kind of like a, not a slogan, but SNK's goals from the recruitment. And it's really interesting. So check this out. So the slogans, the first one is to become the global top 10 publishers in 10 years. The second one, totally new IP creation for AAA titles. And the third one is recruiting developers between 150 to 300 members in 3 to 5 years, including their Tokyo studio. Now, this is really interesting. Becoming the global top 10 publisher worldwide, we're talking here, right? In 10 years. This is a great and big and very exciting goal. And they're starting talking about AAA titles and even new IPs. So this is, SNK is going places. Now, I don't know if you probably know this. A lot of people were asking me about this, but I didn't have time to do any video. But SNK now is 92% owned. Is it 92? No, 96.5, I believe, percent owned by EGDC. EGDC started acquiring shares in SNK a couple of years ago. They started with, well, not a couple of years ago, a year and a half ago. It was 25%, it went to 51%, and now they're the majority holder. And EGDC is actually, from the looks of it, trying to make SNK one of the biggest publishers worldwide. And this is why this has been updated. There's gonna be a lot of money put into SNK for them to create more games, better games, AAA games, which is really good for SNK fans. Now, the AAA titles was mentioned with new IPs, but it doesn't mean that the next fighting games are not going to be AAA as well. So I'm expecting the next games to be bigger, much bigger. I'm expecting, extensive story modes. We really need that. Not only that, there actually was a hint from Yasuaki Oda that things have changed in terms of people are telling stories. And while he said KOF15 is using the traditional story mode, for future titles, they're going to be looking at going into a more extensive story mode. So that's pretty exciting for story fans and lore fans like myself. Again, pretty exciting stuff. SNK is definitely getting bigger. This is the beginning of a big transition for the company. And King of Fighters 15 is actually the first step towards this bright future, which I can't wait to see. Now that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And again, a reminder, please check the first episode of the history of the King of Fighters. I worked so hard on that series. Episode 2 is in the pipeline, should be released next week. So please watch the first episode, as I did actually go into details on how the King of Fighters 94 was created and the era before that until the game was about to get released. So please check that out and let me know what you think of it. Until next time, you guys stay safe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video from Neo Geo Now. Now don't forget to like and subscribe if you have not done so, and I would like to take this opportunity and thank my patrons for supporting the channel and making this content possible. Making daily videos and especially the documentaries and lore episodes takes a very long time and a lot of effort, and being able to get some support for these time-consuming tasks allow me to keep going and strive for more and better content. With that said, I want to give a big special shout out to Michael, Bryant Yard, Fahad Al-Suwaidi, Jacques Paul, and Berugadono, as well as special thanks to Shaka Asamiya, Refugee Robles, Felipe Guimara, Jihao Ju, Muhammad Al-Blushi, Anthony Longino, Burned Retinas, Lily Wong Esmeralda, Goran, and Dangerman 1973. Those of you who are not yet Neo Geo Now patrons, I hope you will check my Patreon page where you can become patrons, helping the channel produce more videos as well as receive special perks that are exclusive to patrons, like early access to videos, exclusive making-offs, and other SNK digital goodies. Link for the Neo Geo Patreon page is in the description below. So until next time, thank you for watching.